Hey BMW, do you love me?
Of course, you're the spark to my plug.
Wow! My name is Roger. I'm currently working as a sales manager for hospitality automation systems. I'm married to my beautiful wife, and I have a lovely 2-year-old son as well. So I enjoy bringing him to the beach, bringing him outdoors to gardens and to parks as well, just to enjoy the sun, the sand and the sea as well. My own aspiration is really just to have a happy family, just be happy with them as well. I'm currently driving an X1. It's a compact SUV, and I feel it's a very spacious car. Spacious enough for my son to have a lot of fun, at the back seat, and especially for my wife as well, who can extend her legs fully and enjoy the passenger seat in front as well. I feel that EVs are actually, the future when it comes to transportation as well. Having sat in a couple of EVs as a passenger before, right, haven't really driven one. I felt that it was a, very comfortable ride, and I feel it really also contributes a lot to, I would say, in a generic way, saving the earth itself, and this is actually a very good initiative as well to have this kind of cars, in Singapore, especially where traffic is so heavy. But one of the things that, kind of worries me about EVs is, I would say, the battery life. Whether it can, last long enough. Because for myself, I travel JB quite often, sometimes to KL as well for some business trips. So up, it's about 350 to 400 click, and then down will be 350 to 400 click. So that's easily, 800 kilometers covered, in a single day itself. So that's where I felt, I don't know whether, when driving the EV, right, I need to be able to plan my route more carefully as well. Make sure that I go to certain pit stops to recharge the battery so that I can then sustain the entire journey. So today I'll be actually test driving the iX. It's going to be my first time trying out an EV. So really looking forward to experiencing the raw power, and of course the ever so good handling of a BMW car itself, because I'm very familiar with BMW itself. Worries that I have, other than it being too powerful, I might be worried about the braking, because I heard things about how it brakes, and you don't have to really step on the brake. So I'm not really sure how it's going to be like, and hope it all go well later. Yeah.
Yeah, so the camera on top here, right, helps to take note of your lane, whether you are lane departure, correct.
Early morning as well.
Yes, correct. So it's all inside here. Even for the light and rain sensor, all housed inside here also.
All housed inside there as well.
Then later we also will do what we call assisted driving. So on a highway, we will do this what we call, it's a combination of adaptive cruise control and lane departure. So the car will keep for you a distance with the car in front. At the same time, it will maintain for you in the lane. Once ready, you can start it. So you can just press the search button.
So search, let's the destination. One thing I love so far is that it's very silent. It's something that I don't think normal petrol cars have. It's just so silent in the acceleration, in the movement itself. It's quiet, but it's very powerful.
Yes. Somehow the iX has 240 kilowatt, which is about 326 horsepower. For torque, we are looking at 630.
630.
Yes.
We'll try that out later, lah. We'll try that out later. Exhilarating, I must say. Like I mentioned, I knew when I was sitting as a passenger, I could feel the power of EVs. But driving the iX myself, right, really, gave me a different perspective of how, cars are actually like as well. The power just kicks in.
Yes.
You don't have to wait for it to have a build up in terms of the.
Yeah, because for petrol engine, you got to wait for the revs to come up to build the power. But for EV, it's so instantaneous. The moment you step on the throttle, how much you press is how much power they go through.
Right. Absolutely love the smoothness, the quietness of the car as well, and with so much gadgetry in there, I felt it was like a toy to me, so many things to explore and play with as well.
The angle of the seats, you can bring it up.
Wow, okay.
You can adjust here. Then of course you can adjust like your lumbar support.
Lumbar support as well. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, so you can also move front.
Your width, this one, how much the seats
itself,
hold you also, correct. So the navigation here also will show, then you got to turn right. So what we call augmented reality guidance, so it will just show you the arrow.
it really gave me a very, very interesting perspective of how it actually drives, because, you don't feel the engine, you don't feel the brake as well. The brake was something really, really interesting, how it was able to adapt to you as well. So overall, I think the ride itself was really very smooth, and it did give me that additional, push to want to change to an EV as well in future. After test driving the car, then I must really plan for my trips, because now I know what's the range kind of like for the vehicle. I need to make sure that before I reach my destination, like in KL, right, I make sure I have a charging point somewhere in between, so that I have enough range to go up. And if I can't find a charging in KL, which shouldn't be the case itself, right, then I need to make sure I can return back to the charging point. So now I realize that yes, this is something that I need to really, reinforce. I do see EVs as becoming the primary, vehicle option when it comes to, cars in future as well. And I think this contributes not just to, safer driving, but even to sustainability as well. Positive climate change for Singapore and, for the world in general, because I think every single individual, does play a part in contributing to this kind of a change itself. And, why not start with myself? By having such an effort itself, right, it not only benefits, myself, but I think my future generation, my kid as well, who's only 2.5 years old, he would grow up in a healthier environment, in a greener environment as well. And this will not just impact him, but his future generation. So all these things will still have to start from somewhere, start from some time, and I think now would be the best time to do so. Yep.